Alright, let's try again. Now I think we should be okay. As long as it's not buzzing at you guys. Ah, there we go. Alright. So, let's make the magic happen. Hi everyone, welcome to the US Gamer stream for August 19th, 2014. I'm Jeremy Parrish, fumbling with technology. I'm here to hopefully not die horribly, but I make no promises. Oh, see that? Look at that, I'm already dying horribly. And I'm kind of in a weird state right now because I am playing this game in a different save file for the US Gamer Club, where I have basically a totally powered up Alucard, including the double jump in it, which of course I don't have here. So I'm going to keep trying to double jump, and it'll mess me up, and it's going to be very sad. Anyway, so a lot of practice here. So to recap, I'm playing Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and it's cool, and everyone loves this game. And I'm playing with the luck code, where you enter a special code at the beginning of the game as your character name, and it reduces all your stats to 1 except luck, which is 99, and it also gives you a lapis lazuli, which knocks your luck up to like 119. So everything is stacked against me except, you know, luck. So it can result in some really weird, unexpected outcomes for the game, and that's cool. So anyway, last time I played this 2 weeks ago, you guys told me to go to the Catacombs, but then some people told me about a secret elevator in the outer wall of the castle. So I really want to go check that out, because apparently there's cool stuff in the outer wall secret elevator, and it will have a great impact on my playthrough. So I'm going to play for the next hour, first by going to the outer wall secret elevator, and then kind of going back to where I was in the catacombs and so forth. So hopefully I'm not going to die horribly. Again, my stats are really, really low. If you look at them, yeah, my strength is 6, constitution is 11, intelligence 7, defense is 9. Those are really bad stats. But I made it this far, partially through luck, partially through dogged determination. So we'll see how far I get along this time around. Oh, so sad. So one of the it's the money bag guys again. One of the things that is unique about the luck code is that you can often get really powerful critical hits against enemies. It's very unreliable. And I still don't have the spirit candle or whatever it is that lets you see how much damage you're actually doing. Once you get that, you kind of get a sense of how frequently you're getting critical hits, but since I haven't picked that up, I can't tell when I'm getting criticals aside from when, you know, bosses die in 2 hits. Also, I apologize for the noisiness of my controller. I know that's it's a little close to the microphone, and it's a sensitive microphone. So it probably sounds like I'm torturing some sort of rubber animal or something. I promise I'm not. That's really weird and kinky. I'm not like that. Let's see. I'm gonna, I guess, head down here. Supposedly the secret elevator is in the wall right here. If I can get past that guy, who's crazy powerful, and doesn't go down in a single holy water because he's that strong. There we go. Okay, he's dead. And I think, yeah, if I go in here and bust this wall, supposedly there's an elevator if I just stand around. So I'm banking on this. I hope it doesn't let me down. I don't know how long this is supposed to take, and I may be embarrassing myself in public here. There we go. Alright. That took a little while, but it worked out. So now I have the Jewel Knuckles, which everyone swears are awesome. And actually, I was using these in my other playthrough, and they really are. Not only are they really strong for this point of the game, but for whatever reason, Knuckles seem to, at least the Jewel Knuckles, seem to inflict an extremely high critical hit rate. So this will make me even stronger. And I have the Mirror Cuirass, which is a little weaker than the iron armor that I have equipped now, but will prevent me from being stoned by Medusas, and that's always helpful. So, actually, how am I supposed to get out of here? I guess I take the elevator back up. Right. Okay. That's such a weird random secret. I have no idea how anyone discovered that. So, back to the Catacombs, per the world's instructions. I don't want to disappoint you guys. In my other playthrough of the game, I found a really, really crazy rare item that I'd never seen before in the Catacombs. I killed a toad and got something called the Blue Knuckles, which causes Alucard to uppercut, but you can keep throwing those uppercuts without pausing like you have to do with normal attacks. You know, normally when you attack, you kind of pause for a second, but the Blue Knuckles let you attack without, without having to pause. Oh, that was just annoying. Come on. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, that took 2 hits instead of 3, so already I'm on better footing. Anyway, I'm kind of hoping I get the Blue Knuckles again, because as cool as the Jewel Knuckles are for critical attacks, the Blue Knuckles are even more amazing, because they have like no forward attack motion, but they hit about twice Alucard's height. So it's really good for aerial enemies. I always feel bad about punching those things, but I don't know, maybe I should. Another critical hit, and I got a tart from that too, so double lucky. I feel like if I were a woman bonded to the back of some weird green tooth monster, I would probably be okay with some random half-vampire dude coming along and punching me to death. It just seemed like a bad way to live. Oh, Sharky says that Koji Igarashi, one of the designers of this game, actually showed us a secret elevator in when he was visiting the 1UP offices a long, long time ago. We forced him to play the Saturn version of Symphony of the Night, and I totally forgot about that. I think mostly just because I felt bad about making him play the Saturn version, which is a really terrible adaptation of his game by someone else. The idea was actually to have him play Rondo of Blood, but I couldn't find the AC adapter for my PC Engine Duo. It was very sad. A very anticlimactic experience for both of us, I think. But he's a mild-mannered, good humor kind of guy, so he suffered through the Saturn version, even though he probably hated us for it. And anyway, it doesn't matter, because every time I meet him, he never remembers me, so I'm safe. It's not like it's tainted our relationship or something. Every time I interview him, he's like, "Oh, it's nice to meet you." I guess all white dudes look the same. Where's the save? Oh, there's the save spot. Okay. Gotta head over there and not die. Hooray. Alright, so I'm gonna take a look at the chat column while I'm standing here. Let's see, Mudrin says, is this the only Castlevania game that allows you to customize your style of play to this extent? Did the GBA games have this much equipable stuff? I would say, actually, Aria and Dawn of Sorrow are, like, super crazy customizable, because you can capture a soul from every single enemy in the game, and it gives you some kind of power that affects your playstyle. So I would say none of the Castlevania games are nearly as customizable as that. It's sort of the gold standard for kind of playing the way you want to. And I'm taking the shortcut into the Catacombs. What the heck, I'll save again, just for the convenience of not having to drop that quick climb in the event that I die. Very important. Sharky says that Igarashi doesn't remember me, but every time he sees Sharky, he's like, "Oh, you're that," whatever, some sort of censored phrase. But I think everyone thinks that about you, Sharky. Alright, so... Oh, that's a very strong toad. There's all kinds of little random details in this game, like this bit where you have to push this crate over here to climb up on this ledge. There's these guys that are trying to stab you if you want to get across. It's almost impossible to get through there without dying. But you can push the block over here, and it causes that little creek to be blocked up and kills them, which is... it's weird. I have no idea why they did that, but, you know, it's the kind of random detail that they put into this game that makes it so interesting. So those big yellow toad guys I keep killing, those are the ones who gave me the blue knuckles in my other playthrough. So keep your eyes open for a cool drop. Another little detail, these little ice cubes or ice floes, bergs, whatever the hell they're called, floating in the water that buckle under your weight. I just love all the detail in this game. Whoops! And I can't jump in the water right yet because I'm a vampire. And according to Bram Stoker, vampires are allergic to water and die horribly if they get wet. So I have to find the holy symbol, which actually in Japan is called the holy snorkel, I believe. Because why not? I'm sure somewhere in the Catholic Church there actually was a holy snorkel that some priest somewhere blessed. And... alright. I'm actually not sure what I'm doing down here. It's kind of pointless for me to be here because I can't access the lower area. I guess I should have gone and fought Scylla. Oh well. That was stupid. Yeah, at this point I can only jump down the edge. There's a secret over to the left if you can double jump or fly over as a bat, but I can't do that, so I guess I'll backtrack. And probably I'll end up dead because of a toad. It's very sad. And of course I can rely on my secret summon if I can pull it off. Kill everything at a distance. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. I'm terrible at aiming with holy water. I was never meant to be a priest. This is actually getting kind of funny. I don't know why a frog just dropped pizza. And not only pizza, but takeout pizza in a box. There's some weird stuff in this game. I think I'm going to eat that pizza, because it looks delicious. I had a really... oh, it's New York-style pizza, because that's not anachronistic at all. It's only good for 21 hit points. That's a little disappointing. The Muteki says that that should have been a turtle that dropped the pizza, not a frog, and I'm inclined to agree. I don't know what they're trying to pull. And it's not like Konami doesn't know. Konami's the company that made all the classic Ninja Turtles games. In fact, there were probably some Ninja Turtles guys working on the Castlevania team. I know the composer for the first TMNT game was also the composer for Castlevania 3. So there's a connection there, and they're just totally failing to live up to their legacy. Very disappointing. So I'm sorry that I'm kind of covering the same ground back and forth. I'm kind of distracted easily, and it's very sad. Someone pointed out that the frogs are destroying me. That's true. That's because I'm using the short-range attack, and they have a long-range attack that keeps me at a distance. It's very sad. You'd think that I would have better simpatico with frogs, but no. I don't. Okay, there's a little secret down there, but I'm going to skip that so I can beat up some sort of wolf worm woman thing. Yeah. Critical hits. Take it out in 3 attacks. So there's a little race here as you try to avoid the water, which will cause damage to Alucard, because, you know, vampire. This kind of reminds me of the sunken ruins in Castlevania 3, which is probably a deliberate reference. There's all kinds of references to previous Castlevania games in Symphony of the Night. With the columns and the rising water, all it's really missing is Fishman. Oop. So anyway, that little worm was actually the introduction to the boss. And I'm just going to stand here and punch the snake heads, because why not? Wow, not doing so well here. I don't know if I can actually block those things. Nope. So this may not go so well. Oh, there we go. Critical hits win the day again. And the PlayStation shows its limit on generating sprites. We have to slow down. So that causes the water to descend. I get a cool cloak that lets me turn semi-invisible and also raises my constitution and defense. Hooray! And I backtrack again. I can't... Well, I guess I can go down into the icy area, but I can only go so far in there because I don't have the holy snorkel yet. Which I suppose would make me a holy diver. There's probably a deliberate reference in there somewhere. Picked up a scimitar, but I don't want it because I have the jewel knuckles, and as people in the chat stream have noted, jewel knuckles are awesome. So apparently Alucard is only vulnerable to water if it's up to his waist. If he's just tromping through ankle-height water, he's okay. So now we know the limitations on vampires. Alright, so I'll duck down into the icy area. Sometimes the ladies down there give you cool stuff if you beat them up. I always feel bad attacking them with fists, though, because I'm kind of punching them at crotch level. And that just seems, I don't know, impolite. Yeah, okay, so later in the game, there's a dude who will take you on the boat, and you'll get the holy snorkel on the other end of that, but I don't have the means to do that yet, so... C'est la vie. Oop. Just kind of hanging out where I want to be. There we go. And, let's see, I'm gonna fight through the frogs again, because why not? It was so fun the first 2 times. I wish I could tell you lots of interesting facts about this area of the game as I tromp through it yet again, but I'm afraid I don't actually know it. So you'll just have to live without it. So normally I could take on the frogs by doing like flying kicks, but there's not enough room in this this area with the low ceilings to be able to do that. So that's why they're giving me so much trouble. See, that's easy, and I got a pizza from that toad too. So for whatever reason, all these amphibians have pizza. I guess that was close enough. Amphibians, turtles, frogs, it's all the same thing. Alright, so, like I mentioned before, there's a secret here where you can break this plank away, but I don't have the tools to get there yet, so we're going to have to live without a high jump. And, once I get to the edge here, I'm just going to jump over the side of the waterfall and hope for the best. Sadly, no blue knuckles this time through. And the secret boots, those are possibly the best item in the game. They discreetly increase your height, and if you look at Alucard's sprite, you will notice that he is like 1 pixel taller. It's completely preposterous. Total waste of time and effort and manpower. That's another thing that makes this game so great. And then there's like a shade here. I was thinking it was a karate monk, but I guess not. So there are other secrets of the waterfall, but I can't get to them now, so you'll have to make do without. Oh. Professor Sharkey says the secret boots also increase your hitbox by 1 pixel, I guess. So it's easier for enemies to hit you. But I think it's worth the risk, by God. Oh, ice mail, that's nice, I think. Is it better than what I have now? It is, considerably so. I'll switch back to the mirror mail when I get back to areas with Medusas. Should I take this trip over here? Yeah, I guess so. Might as well.
I'll take you to a place which might be interesting for you.
Love that voice acting. Oh, well, that was pathetic. Alright. Don't mind me, I'm just an idiot. Oh, jeez. Alright. And that's the merman statue, although it looked more like a mermaid to me. What do I know? Anyway, you can take that over to the ice area where I was before, and use that to cause another boatman to appear who will take you to get the holy snorkel, or holy symbol, or whatever it's called. But I can't actually get there conveniently now because you have to go up the waterfall, and I can't do that. So it's kind of a circuitous little route through the game, but it's not so bad. I'll survive somehow. So at this point, there's not really much I can do except head back up to the kind of starting area of the game. So I guess I will do that. Let's see, I have the whatever it is, the Jewel of Open, so I can go to areas that were blocked off before. Here's a classic Metroidvania moment where you can open a pathway that was blocked before that you could see, but you couldn't get through. But coming from the other side, now you've created a shortcut. And these guys are really annoying, so I'm going to skip them again. So weirdly enough, the this opening hallway is harder in subsequent trips than in the first time you play through, because you have the whatever it is that allows you to see the names of enemies, which kind of blocks where the zombies pop up out of the ground. It's a kind of weird design oversight. I guess I could go turn the ability off in the relics menu, but that seems kind of stupid and cumbersome. I guess every game can't be perfect, or any game. Also, if you punch this brick before you get the cube of Zoe, you will miss out on that turkey, or pot roast, or whatever it was. So you have to wait until you come back with the cube of Zoe in order to claim that precious, precious prize, because God knows you don't have enough equipment and items by the end of the game. It's much more satisfying to come through here when I can kill these guys in a single hit instead of having to attack them over and over again. Or 2 hits, as the case may be. So, if you are just joining us for our stream, and I see people are kind of dropping in and dropping out, I'm Jeremy Parrish, you're watching US Gamer's weekly US streamer. I'm playing Castlevania Symphony of the Night, the luck mode. Oh, that wasn't good. As you can see, I need all the luck I can get because I'm kind of sucky. Anyway, I played through this a couple of weeks ago, played about an hour, and now I'm continuing that save file to show a little more of the subsequent game beyond the first opening areas. So let's see, I want to go back up to the left near where the first boss was. And I will do that now. Oh. I'm glad I wasn't playing like this a couple of weeks ago, because I was weak as a kitten back then, and it would have been a very short and unhappy playthrough if I had been dying horribly the entire time. Now that I have a whole 79 points of health, I can afford to be cocky and sloppy. There's something very satisfying about punching an armored knight to death. Alright, I'll go ahead and save my progress, just in case I do something stupid. So, checking over the chat feed, I don't see any compelling questions or chastisements or anything like that that need to be addressed, so I will just keep playing and rambling as I play. Because watching a stranger play video games on the internet is the pinnacle of modern entertainment. Get ready for some voice acting. I think. Yes, there we go.
So, we meet again, Alucard.
It seems so.
As friendly as ever, I see. It's strange. This castle is different than I remember it.
This castle is a creature of chaos. It may take many incarnations.
So I can't trust my memories, huh? Oh well, I'll do my best. Good luck.
Once again, I'm always delighted that teenage Maria Renard sounds like a 40-year-old late-night radio DJ trying to be sultry. So this brings us to a new area of the game, the Royal Chapel, where I can go pray and take communion and many other such features. In my US Gamer Club playthrough of the game, this is the one time that I died, at least so far. At the top of the cathedral is this enchanted sword that can be really, really difficult if you are kind of a weakling. And boy, am I a weakling. So there's these, well, not these guys, the corner guards, but the dragon skulls are, or bone pillars, are kind of trademark enemies of Castlevania. They've been in the series since the first game. And here they kind of appear in a different way than you're used to. They appear on an angle, and an incline, and if you punch the bottom one, they'll roll down. The top one will come loose and roll down at you. I suppose there's probably a more honorable way to fight these corner guards than just tossing of holy water at them, but I don't care. I'm a cheap, sleazy bastard. And this one's a real pain in the ass, because that spike there, I think you can only hit it for like 1 point of damage, and it has something like 256. So there's not really a convenient way to kill it without destroying the bone pillar. It's possible, especially if you come at it from the right side, but it's a waste of time for everyone. So I'm not going to bother. Anyway, here's the sword that I'm going to use my enchantments on. Oops. Because with a short-range attack, it's really, really difficult to get in there without taking a lot of damage. So let's just be cheap. There we go. Hooray, victory for me. Let's see, I believe this door leads to another area that I can't actually explore right now. But it does give me a shield, which is nice. So Sharky's telling me to soul steal, and I actually can't remember the inputs for soul steal, so you're gonna have to live without me doing that. But yeah, there are different magic spells you can use. The one I'm doing is kind of the most basic, but you can also use Hellfire, which is Dracula's classic attack, where you kind of warp to another point on the screen and throw 3 fireballs. There's a what is it called? Dark Metamorphosis, where anytime you attack an enemy that bleeds and the spray of blood gets on you, you recover health. It's kind of grim. This is one of the nice little details of the game. There's a confessional, and you can have a seat, and these guys will come and they'll take your confession. And if you're lucky, they'll actually drop communion grapes for you. That dude didn't. But there's also another guy who will come who's wearing a dark cloak, and he'll try to stab you because some priests are just dicks. I'll take confession a couple times and see if I can get something good to happen. I mean, you know, I'm at a confessional, you might as well. Okay, this guy, yeah, he snickers and then tries to stab me. Very uncool. The Pope would not approve. Alright, I'll try one more time and see if I can get some communion grapes. Nobayaki Blues says, can't you also take confession? I don't know if you can take confession. I've never actually tried that. Maybe I should. I have no idea who I would be taking confession from. Oh, how about that? She looks like she's going to stab me. Man! There's a lot of death going on in this confessional booth. Let's see if there's someone nicer. Very sad. She's weeping. Maybe she'll drop a stained handkerchief or something. I like how insouciant Alucard looks. He's like, yeah, whatever, just get through it. Kind of slouching there. Oh, she bowed. So nice. Alright, well, that was the religious portion of our program. Back to murder and killing. The Skull Rings are kind of a pain in the ass when you're using the short-range weapons, like the knuckles, because they have kind of a healthy range. And also, I appear to play like a stunned infant, so I apologize for that. At this point, I'm climbing up the bell tower. Not to be mistaken for the clock tower, that's always something else. Just killed Chris Robinson. And failed to make a jump. Glad you could be here for this, folks. I live to entertain. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, come on. Oh, good times, good times. So I guess the hunting girl here is kind of the beginning of a new Castlevania tradition, which is the presence of a lot of female enemies. Something I've noticed in the kind of Metroidvania, Igarashi Castlevanias is a lot of feminine enemies. And that I can't really do anything about for now, so you're going to have to just wonder what's over there. I promise it'll be worth waiting for if I ever get to that point. And I have to say, with the armed with the knuckles, it's really hard to get in past her guard. That sword is irritating. Oh, there's some stuff happening in the comments. Let's see what they say. You can totally something your way over there, but it's barely worth it. I'm not sure what that's about. Sorry, I'm not providing very entertaining commentary here. But we're still friends, right? Let's see if the silver plate is better than the ice mail. I have a feeling it's not. Nope. Screw that. I'm sticking to my ice mail. Alright, these guys are a big pain in the ass. There seem to be a lot of enemies with quite a reach here. Much better than my reach. Maybe I shouldn't have crippled myself with jewel knuckles. Hey, you know, I'm gonna switch to a different sub-weapon. The Vibhuti, I think is what they're called, is some sort of sacred Hindu ash. I'm not really an expert on that, so I won't pretend to know anything about them, but they're very similar to holy water in mechanical terms, perhaps not in terms of holy relics, but they have a wider range, which makes them really helpful against those guys. Not a wider range, but a wider spread on the ground. Bastard. God damn it. Well, that was just shameful. Alright, another random boss, although... doesn't seem to hit very hard, because I've got ice mail. Well, that kind of takes the challenge out of it. Alright. Please enjoy the fine piece of art in the background, which is grim and terrible. I have no idea what's going on there. Oh, more voice acting.
Impressive. You're very strong.
What is it you want? You didn't come here to tell me that.
You're right. Do you know the name Richter Belmont?
Of the Belmont clan? Of course, but...
He disappeared about a year ago, and I'm sure he's here. If you see him, please let me know.
As you wish, my lady.
Thank you. So, you do know how to be a gentleman.
I love that Alucard talks like a petulant teenager. Of the Belmont clan, of course. It really kind of drives home the whole rebelling against your dad thing. Suck some holy ashes, jerk. And it looks like we're most of the way through the Royal Chapel. Hooray for that. Okay, so when Sharky was telling me I could cheese my way past something, he was talking about the spikes. I've never tried that before. I'll take your word for that, Sharky, since you're the one who loves breaking video games. Actually, you should have like a clinic where you just teach people to break video games in fun and interesting ways. I would attend. I picked up another sword, but it's not as awesome as Jewel Knuckles, so screw it. Alright, so here's the turning point of the game, basically. Right there, you see them, see it, the jump stone, the leap stone, whatever they call it. That gives me the ability to do the double jump, and that changes everything. But first I have to get up there. which involves punching a lot of candles, apparently. So the nice thing about Knuckles is that if you get in really close to an enemy, you can just punch the crap out of them. So I don't know if you recognize the castle keep yet, but oh, that was stupid. This is the part of the game where Dracula's lair lays. We're actually really close to where the prologue took place, which is very exciting. I'm sure you're thrilled. This open area here actually is beneath Dracula's little mini tower, whatever the hell that thing is that sticks off to the side of the castle. He has an awful lot of midgets riding around on crows or falcons or eagles or whatever those things are supposed to be. Albatrosses? I don't know. Seems kind of weird. I don't know that I'd want those guys hanging out underneath my home, but whatever. Alright, so now I can do double jumps. Nice little bit of game teaching there. There's that thing that's out of reach, the turquoise stone, that you can't get when you just do normal jumps, but then when you get the jump stone, it's right there making you say, oh, I should try to jump up and get that. That's good game design, kids. I guess we should do another station identification break. I'm Jeremy Parrish for US Gamer. I'm playing Castlevania Symphony of the Night. The luck code, which honestly this time around hasn't really been that different than just playing it normally. I guess I should go find the spirit candle or whatever so you can see the damage that I'm dealing out at enemies. Anyway, I now have the leap stone so I can double jump and all the cool stuff that any vampire kid should do. I think this over here is a warp area. Yep, with the naked Neptune schlongs. And actually this is the first warp area I've been to, so this will take me back to the beginning of the game. Not that I really want to go back there, but gotta do that thing where you open up passages in reverse. Oh, Professor Sharkey corrects me. The guys riding around in the albatrosses are not midgets. They are people of adorable smallness. Alright. I apologize for my uncouth, politically incorrect commentary on video game sprites. Someone pointed out the wings that you see when you do the double jump, which I agree are pretty rad. Alright, so back up to the castle keep. You can tell which warp zone you're in by the little statue in the center there above the keyhole. When you're up near Dracula's lair, you get the lion, but other places have a scorpion or a snake. I don't remember what all there is, but once you learn those, you can tell where you are at a glance without having to check the map. Although it's not like it breaks your finger to hit the select button, so whatever. Hey look, I don't have to wait this time. Hooray, double jumps. That's a strangely named blade. Actually, I guess I need to go back to the beginning. So at this point, let's see, I have the double jump pendant. Oh, that's right, I have to go to the library. I think there was a warp zone in the library that I totally forgot to get. Yeah, on the outer wall. So I'm going to waste everyone's time by going back to the beginning of the game and playing through the Marble Gallery again. Sorry, everyone. I'm bungling. It's very sad. So the chat conversation has switched to discussions of Castlevania nudity, with people noting that the Nintendo installments of the games were censored because, you know, Nintendo, which is correct. But someone pointed out that Medusa in Super Castlevania 4 looks very masculine, and I think they actually changed the sprite for Medusa in the US. I could be wrong, but I don't think Medusa was male in the Japanese version of the game, but they switched her to a him to get around the nudity element for America. But maybe I'm just making that up. If this looks familiar, it's because I've been here over and over again. Hooray! I could have saved myself a lot of time and trouble by going up just a little further in the outer wall to find blocked off. To find the warp zone up there, the warp room. But I didn't. And now you're stuck with me, playing through the marble gallery again. I'm totally out of things to say about this. Yep, just going back through the areas that I've already been through. And it's especially frustrating because if I could get just a little higher, I could reach the upper ledge up here, but I can't. There's a hidden room up there that you have to go to with the Soul of Bat or Mist or whatever, the jump boots, whatever. Some way to get up high, but I don't have that yet. So all of this is for nothing. Am I going the right way? God knows. Oh, right, the elevator. Oh, the Muteki asked about the damage display thing, the spirit candle. That is in the marble gallery, but not here. It's I think where the little giggling dolls that fly around are. I can't remember. The sunglasses are a great item because their description is that they are cool looking, but if you look at your intelligence stat, they drop your intelligence. So someone's making a little editorial comment there, I guess. And I was here just a second ago. I can punch the lever, break that, but that doesn't do me any good. So I'll slowly take the elevator back up. There are a few elevators in this game. We looked at the secret elevator in the outer wall before. There's also the main elevator that you can activate that is turbo speed, and then there's this one, which is really, really slow. I think the turbo speed one is my favorite just because it's kind of no-nonsense. And Alucard screams in terror when he rides it, so that's also nice. Alright, so that was time squandered. Glad you could join me for that. Might as well stop and save, because why not? Alright, we're reaching 6 o'clock, but since this thing started late, I'm going to keep going. And also, since I've wasted your time by dicking around in places you've already been, I'm also going to keep going. I'll probably go till like 6:30 or 3:30 Pacific time, I guess, if you're one of those weird people that lives on the other side of the country from me. Or if you live in some other country, I don't even know what time it would be for you. Just half past the next hour. Maybe something interesting will happen. So let's see, this puts us back over here to the marble gallery. Oh, that's right, this is where I want to be. Sorry, I'm a little a little scatterbrained at the moment. I think the spirit candle is down here. I'm gonna wander down just to see if I can find it. I keep forgetting where it is. So I don't think we've been here before, no. So these are more of the distinctly Castlevania female enemies. Marionette dolls that flutter around and giggle and scream at you, because why not? And one of them just dropped a circlet, which I think is an upgrade for my skull. Yes, it raises my intelligence but lowers my defense. Who cares if I lower my defense? I want to hit things harder with my holy ashes. Yeah, there we go, spirit candle. Okay, now I can, or spirit orb, sorry. Now I can see how hard I'm hitting things, and you can revel in the amazingness of critical hits. There's also a passage back to, yes, where I've been before. I guess it would be kind of dickish for me to wander through here and double back through the alchemy lab again, so we'll skip that. Although there is a misnamed enemy there, someone masquerading as Cthulhu, even though he's not. Cthulhu? I don't know how you pronounce that guy's name. I don't think you're supposed to be able to pronounce it in mortal tongues, honestly. So I don't feel bad about mispronouncing it. I think if I actually pronounced his name correctly, it would flay my mind, and I would be forever a gibbering wreck of a man. And I don't think we want that. Not that my video game commentary has been particularly sterling this afternoon, but it would be so much worse. In the chat I see Sharky has recommended the Axe Armor code, which is a code that equips you with Axe Armor that it turns you into one of the Axe Knights. But one of the ones from Rondo of Blood, which is a little bulkier and weirder looking. It's a really strange code, and they actually brought it back for, I think, Portrait of Ruin, where you could play the entire game as Axe Armor. Anyway, so the next part of the game I need to go to is here, but in order to get it to this passage that I need to travel to, I have to wait for the turn of the minute, so another 29 seconds, at which point the statue on the left will retract and create a passage that I can access now that I can double jump. So just gotta wait around. Yep. Here I'm sitting on my bar stool, talking like a damn fool, got the 12 o'clock news blues. I've given up hope on the afternoon soaps and a bottle of cold brew. Is it any wonder I'm not crazy? Is it any wonder I'm not in jail? Is it any wonder I've got too much time on my hands? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be here all week. Alright, so I don't get to fight Olrox just yet, but there's a kind of cool little sequence here that you see later in the game where you fight a vampire who's living in Dracula's castle, just I guess like a boarder or something, I don't know, an extra tenant, who's based on Nosferatu, the kind of the original cinematic vampire. So that's pretty rad. You can like sit and have dinner with him if you want. Oh hey, there's something over here. Forgot about that. It's a big empty room, but the wallpaper's very nice. And look at that paneling. The judge's panel is very nice. Very ornate. Olrox is a classy dude. I've summoned my flying sword killer. There we go. Hooray. So let's see, I think that leads to the Coliseum, but we won't go there just yet. Although there is some great voice acting there, and we do love the Castlevania Symphony of the Night voice acting. I think we can all agree on that. Another little interesting, unique element of the game. There's these big guys who, I think they're unique enemies. I don't think they appear anywhere else, but they're the Sword Brothers or something like that. They're very powerful, very large. And they were kind of a creative, technical showcase. Oh, I got a hammer. How nice. It seemed like his hammer was a lot bigger when he was using it. These were a technical showcase for kind of sprite design. This was before anyone really did the jointed sprites approach. Ow! I'm gonna die. Better have some pizza. That was kind of embarrassing. Thank goodness for frogs that drop pizza in the sewers, am I right? Alright, Sharky, you keep referring to the Soul Steal maneuver. How do you do that? What's the button combination for that? Alright, so another warp zone. Horse takes me back to the entrance. I guess the stables? I don't know. Lion takes me back to Dracula's lair. And the goat takes me back to Orlox's room. So hooray for that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it past these guys again, considering how badly I performed last time. But we'll just... oh, shoot. We'll cheese the hell out of him, what the heck. Oh, he's like the Ed 209. Ah! Oh. He hasn't mastered stairs yet. Oh, so sad. Well, that's something. Oh, now I'm out of hearts. Well, that's not so good. Alright. I'm gonna eat a turkey because it would be really anticlimactic to die at this point. I'm gonna keep my distance, but try not to look like I'm keeping my distance. Flying casually, you know? So I'm trying to think if there were any other games that did the segmented, jointed sprites approach, where they basically made characters out of polygons around this time. I think Princess Crown dates from around this era, and that was kind of big into that. That was an early Vanillaware game. But that might have actually come out after Symphony of the Night. Anyway, it was on Saturn, and no one paid attention to Saturn, very sadly. Alright, skipping that dude. Skipping the clock. And heading into the Coliseum. So Nestor the Lark says, lots of treasure games did the polygonal sprite thing. I guess you're right. I hadn't really thought about that. But they tended not to be quite as complex as those Sword Brothers. Or maybe I'm just not giving treasure its due credit. But anyway, it's all the same thing. Treasure came from Konami. Man, I totally wasted that turkey. That's just shameful. Oh, let's see. Left, right, half circle from left going... Okay. I don't seem to be able to do the soul steal. There were instructions in the chat, but I'm doing a terrible job of it. It's very sad. Yeah, I keep doing that instead. Wow, thanks for the money. I guess this is the armory here. I wonder if that sword's any good. The Namakura. It's two-handed and it's poorly made and will actually lower my defense and my attack. So maybe I'm gonna skip that one. I think the blade soldiers would use a better weapon, but what do I know? This is really depressing. Let's see. Left, right, half circle from left going down to the right, left, right attack. Okay, you know what? I don't need to soul steal. I'm gonna fight my enemies the old-fashioned way. By punching them. So, right here you've got the behemoth from Rondo of Blood that chases you. Nice little reference to the previous Castlevania game, to which this is a sequel. And I'm out of hearts. That's very sad. But that's okay, because I've got critical hits in my favor. I think this is the room that really sucks. Nope. This is not the room that really sucks. There is a room that really sucks over here, though. I guess I'll find it later. Oh, it's a big sword, or a big bone. I was just standing on something, I'm not really sure what that was about. In any case, maybe I should go back to the save room and restore my ailing health. Sharky recommends I equip the Heart Cloak because I'm out of hearts and that converts damage into hearts. And he's right, but I refuse to give in. I like my invisible cloak. It's much cooler. Just think, I could have gotten a heart there. If only I'd heeded his advice. But no, I have to go my own way. These guys are really annoying. Yeah, those guys come all the way to the edge of the room and knock you out. And they're also really strong. That was pathetic. Alright, well, you finally got to see a game over, but I did make it past the puppet sword, so I'm doing better than my previous playthrough. If for some reason you're still watching this after my terrible performance, hi, I am Jeremy Parrish, US gamer, US streamer. How about that for a pun? I'm playing Castlevania Symphony of the Night luck mode, and as you can see, I'm not having very good luck. But I'm going to take on Ricta Belmont, and assuming I can make it past the Valhalla Knights. I think Tomonobu Itagaki says that pretty much every day. If only I can make it past the Valhalla Knights. Alright, let's see if anyone has to say anything about my terrible performance. Nope. And there's the next bit of equipment I need, the Mist Soul, but I can't get it because if I were Mist, I could pass through and get it, but I'm not Mist, and therefore I can't get the Mist. It's like when someone sends you an archive application to unlock zip files, but they zip it, and you're like, how the hell am I supposed to get that? These guys are from Rondo of Blood. They jump out of the windows in the opening stage. They actually take more damage to destroy here. Oh, and I'm out of hearts. Maybe I should have equipped the heart cloak. Oh well. Alright, so I guess I could go farm some hearts, but what the heck. I'm gonna go test my luck against the bad guys right now. In my previous playthrough, I got a Weirbane sword from the little sword-wielding rapier ladies, the hunting girls. That was really helpful against these bosses, but I'm gonna wing it this time and see if I can punch them to death. Voice acting hoy!
Who are you? Open Hell's Gate. Come forth, my servants.
The scent of your blood. You're a Belmont.
Crush this flea who invades my castle.
I don't know, considering this is Richter's voice actor's first ever acting job, I don't think he's doing too badly. So both of these guys are bosses from Rondo of Blood, and critical hits win the day again. I was going to tell you interesting things about them, but now they're dead, so whatever.
That was a Belmont. So he says he's the lord of this castle.
So he does, Alucard, so he does. And now I can turn into Mist. Oh, someone lied to me. It said Mist could pass, but then Mist didn't pass. Mist too shall pass. So now that I have Mist, there's a few different places I can go, and I will try to remember what they are. Oh, that's right. There's a place in the library where the Soul of Bat is located, which is what I need to get to the next area of the Castle Keep. And technically, I guess you can beat this game without ever having to go to the through the clock tower. Is that right? Is it possible to just skip that and all the stupid, annoying Medusas? I think so, but maybe I'm wrong. It's all kind of blurring together in my head. Alright, it looks like we're kind of winding down here. What's the fastest route to go from here? I guess I'll unlock this passage up above, and then warp back to the outer wall. Yeah, okay, so there's a lot of repetition in here again. Yeah, I think the fastest thing to do would be to warp, or actually just not even warp, just to drop back down the clock tower, the clock, whatever, that big place where I had to wait for the statue, and I started reciting Styx lyrics. I'm really sorry about that. Why do I keep getting that? So, in classic Metroidvania style, I'm backtracking. There seems to be a lot of that going around. You know, those are some really awkward-looking statues in the back. I'm not sure what those guys are supposed to be doing, but they're kind of doing a little dance in front of a mailbox, it looks like. Whatever. Alright, so back down the clock. Fighting these boomerang guys. Oh yeah, one of my favorite things about these guys is they're so intimidating and irritating if you come to them from a distance, but if you get close, they hide. They cower. I have no idea why they put random details like that into this game, but God bless them for it. And we'll make a quick detour through the Flea Man Hall, where I'll get hit a lot, and back up the castle wall. I promise that as soon as I think of anything interesting to say, I will say it. Huh. That's interesting. Let's see how that works out. I hope for something a little more impressive. Does anyone happen to know if the pentagram and things like that are based on your intelligence or some strength stat or something? I'm curious if that gets stronger and scales up in strength as you play through the game. Alright. We are almost back to the outer wall. The boring retread part can be put behind us once and for all. Hopefully. Now that I have the leap stone, I can reach that garnet, which I can then resell to the librarian for mad loot. Or actually not that much. Wow, that was kind of stupid. I jumped right into his axe. So much less entertaining without a doppelganger there. Man, I really haven't done anything up over here yet, so I guess I need to reactivate the elevator. Take care of that and go to the warp room before I go into the library. all these things that I didn't do last time because I was in such haste. And now I wasted all my time this trip around, basically. I'm going to switch over to the mirror mail here, just in case I bump into one of those stupid Medusas. It should keep me from getting stoned. There we go. That guy's out of the way. The switch for the elevator is right up at the top here. I believe the warp chamber is right above. Oh wow, it's almost 6:30. So actually, I guess this particular playthrough of Castlevania Symphony of the Night is almost over. Thanks everyone who stuck through it with me, watching me retrace my steps and fumble with audio settings and so forth. No, I don't want to do Clock Tower right now. This was not the most successful and entertaining Castlevania playthrough I've ever done, but hopefully you found some small amusement in it. And who knows, I might revisit Symphony of the Night again on the stream. At least get to the inverted castle, who knows. But for now, I'm going to open up the warp area, and I think call it a night. So, thanks everyone for watching US Streamer. I've been Jeremy Parrish. I will continue to be Jeremy Parrish. And I will be warping through the castle. If you've been playing along through Castlevania Symphony of the Night with us for our US Gamer Club, I hope you'll check out the site in a little while. We'll be putting up the final installment of that. And next week, I think we'll be moving on to play Journey. So if you happen to have a copy of Journey or have been meaning to pick up a copy of Journey, this would be a good opportunity for you. But in the meantime, please comment on Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I thought I opened that. Huh. Must have screwed up. Anyway, I think that about does it for me. So thanks again. Hope you enjoyed the show, and come back on Thursday, same time, same place, to watch, I believe, Kat Bailey play Madden NFL. You know you wanna. Alright, take care everyone. I love you all.